continue the recording about being a single parent, and I was talking about putting my son on a motorcycle. And so I'm not going to repeat everything from the last video. So I told my son, you're going to ride this motorcycle today. He was 4 years old when I was teaching him how to ride a motorcycle. And so, he was very resistant. And I made a deal with him. And I said, son, if you move that motorcycle 1 foot and you don't like it, or no, I said probably 2 feet, you don't ever have to ride it again, or whatever the distance was. It was just a minimal amount. And I told him, I said, if you ride this motorcycle and just move it just this amount, and I can't remember how much I told him, you never have to ride it again if you don't like it. So he was still nervous, and he got on that motorcycle, and he already knew the shifting gears, and he already knew how to handle the clutch and the brake, because I'd been riding with him for quite a while. And he got on this motorcycle, and I couldn't get him off it. 2 hours later, he was still riding around this area. And so, I thought, I couldn't get him off the motorcycle. He was 4 years old. And he just was riding and riding and riding. And from then on, he learned how to ride a motorcycle. And I got him a 200 XR200 Honda. It was a 4-stroke motorcycle. And, he had already developed great confidence in how to ride motorcycles. And so I was so proud of him. And, I remember when I first taught him how to ride a bike with no training wheels. And he picked it up so fast. He was so coordinated. And so we went from a bike to a motorcycle. And I had him in sports, and, I monitored him quite a bit growing up. And I provided everything for him. He never went without. He never did. School time would come, he would have clothes for like 30 days worth of clothes. Matching shirts, matching outfits, matching shoes, you name it. Summertime, the same thing, matching shirts. I mean, people would go school clothes shopping, and they were like jealous of my son, and I didn't care. I was his mother. And so I'd go purchase clothes for him, and there would be a basket from the bottom all the way to the top of clothing for him. $500-$600 worth of clothing. More than that for kids. $1,000. Summertime, fall, autumn, springtime, and winter. Provided for him. And then the holidays. I just loved the holidays for him. First one in line to get the latest Nintendo game. First one in line to get the latest Xbox game. He never went without. He never did. And if I'd travel, I'd always bring home something for him. Always. Some kind of special gift. I always made sure that I went to, even in London, I went to London, and they don't have toy stores in London. Very rare. And so I was going all over London trying to find some kind of gift for my son. But that's what being a parent is you provide for your kids. And you take care of them. And then when there was hoodlums in the school system, public schools, I put him in a private school. So that he wouldn't have to get harassed at school, and he can concentrate on his studies. So I transitioned him from a public school to a private school, a Christian private school, for 2 years. And it was a crucial time for him. It was junior high. And so, I saw how they were handling him at the private schools, and they have a lot of problems with gangs and hoodlum kids. And I thought, you're not going to be in that environment. And so I pulled him out of a public school and put him into a private school for 2 years, his junior high school years. And then at his last years, I put him back in a public school so that he can enjoy the public atmosphere of the technical coursework that they offered at the high school, where they didn't offer it in the private school. And then gradually moving into his independence, where he wanted his independence. And so gradually moving towards his independence. And, you know, that's what single parenting is about. And when I date people at the time, and this is why parents need to be understanding of those that have already raised their kids. When your kids are grown and become independent, then it's time for parents to be enjoying life. And so, going back to being a single parent, whenever I dated people, I made sure that it always involved my son. Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farms, SeaWorld, Laguna Mountains, camping, everything that involved my son at the time, because I was a single parent. And if I was going to date, they were going to know that my son was a priority in my life as a single parent, because these individuals never played a key role in the responsibility of my son. They never did. I mean, they didn't provide for him. They didn't care about his well-being. They didn't care about his future and how he should be shaped into a role model for his own children. And so, you know, being a single parent, and today is Father's Day, it's important to have an understanding of appreciation, the role of single parents, that were both a mother and a father role, not a father, because I didn't, you know, I'm not your dad, man, I'm your mom. Your freaking dad's in Virginia. But the responsibilities for nurturing and caring for a child was very, very important. So my gift to my son today, that's going to be pretty arrogant, is a picture of myself. Happy Father's Day, Brandon Allen Blankenship. I hope you enjoy your day. And my gift to you is a picture of me. How about that? Happy Father's Day to all those people who are fathers today that do take responsibility for their own children. It's very important. And the most important time for these children are where they're growing from an age to where they start developing their own independence. And they need proper guidance. And for all those mothers that are single parents, don't make excuses that there's not a man around to help you raise your child. It is your responsibility to teach them to become independent and positive and have complete confidence in who they are and who they're going to be in life. That is huge. And they shouldn't be in an environment where they feel that they've missed out on something in terms of financial responsibilities to those children. And more important, nurturing them and building confidence within them. And, you know, today's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of those of you that are both taking on the role of a mother and a father. And to those fathers that, you know, are being fathers today. If they are. I see a lot of running around kids without any kind of sense of anything. But anyways, to those that are good fathers, be blessed today. To Brandon's father, well, you know, you did give me a son. I guess I can thank you for that. So happy Father's Day. And I'll leave it with that.